A little bit of boiling over here. I take my screen here, and all this foam is the impurities. So we come through, scoop that out, and then just shake her on down. It smells so good over here. Those impurities, and they'll keep coming up. Okay, now that we got her most of the way cooked down, we're going to filter it through some flour cloth right here, and we're going to move it over to the roaster to finish her up. Then I clean this all up, start over again. It'll get filtered one more time after this. But this helps get all the little fine particles, all the burn up syrup on the sides that gets in there, the caramelization. Pretty clear, got a little bit of a yellowish tint to it. I took a wire brush to this. What's on there ain't gonna come off in a boiling, but it's just sugars anyways. So what I have here is my roaster oven, and what I did was filtered it, put it in here, and set it at 450. You can see she was about full. We got her cooked down. It's got a little bit longer. And you can see the snow's melting. I don't have to walk a path. About the deepest. Oh, still a little ice. That's about the deepest part there. All that stuff I gotta clean up. So, I haven't checked the other ones over by the house yet. These ones usually do worse. So I'm gonna check these ones. See, that one's down low. So we got about 2 buckets. So we'll get the evaporator fired up and cleaned out real quick. We'll get going on another run. We do this for about a month. It'll be running good sugars. When the trees start budding is when we take and stop drawing sap. It loses its sugar content. You get about 1 gallon of sap or 1 gallon of syrup to 40 gallons of sap. If you tap other trees, like not a sugar maple, you're gonna end up with having to cook down about 80 gallons of sap to get 1 gallon of syrup. So, luckily for me, I have about 90% sugar maple trees, and then the rest are a mix between cherry, beech, some poplar. But yeah, let's clean out this evaporator pan, get going. I'm gonna do that off camera. It's kind of blah. It's not a very enjoyable thing to watch or do. So I'm gonna clean it out and we'll get some more, get that fire going, and yeah, I'll see you guys in a minute. So while I'm waiting for my evaporator to get the temperature, and I'm waiting for my other evaporator to finish off my syrup, we're on hold again. This has been like a week-long process to try and make this video. Every time the syrup ends, it ends up either really early in the morning or really late at night, and it's dark and it doesn't make for good footage. I'm in my pajamas. You know, you guys know. So I'm gonna try and get you some footage this time. It looks like I got it set up to where it's gonna finalize in the middle of the day today. So we're gonna get that wrapped up, get it jarred up, show you how I do my final filtration and all that stuff here in a second. So next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to filter this almost syrup through this flour sack cloth into a pot. Then I'm going to take that pot and I'm going to cook it down on an inductive hot plate. It works really well. I have a lot more control over the boiling process because you don't want to overcook it. So that's how we're going to finish her up. And before this dries, you're gonna definitely want to clean that out, or it's gonna be really hard to clean. And we caught some impurities with the bigger stuff. Okay. So now that we have it filtered, we got our hot plate out here. We're going to turn it on. Oh wait, there we go. I'm gonna turn it on 6 till it gets up to a good temperature, starts boiling, and then I'll drop it back down to a 4. 6 is high. So I guess 3 would be medium. So it's going to be a medium high that I'm going to have it on. And we'll let that cook down, and the impurities that come from the boiling process will all float to the top. We spoon those off. So yeah, let's cook her down. Okay, so this is not a boil you want to maintain. I just got it up to temperature. Doesn't take very long. I'm gonna drop it down to 4. But you see this film on the top here? This is the impurities I was telling you about that'll rise to the surface. So you just skim that off. It'll keep gathering. You just keep skimming it off, and you'll end up with nice clear syrup by the end of this. The aroma, guys, this smells so good out here. It's like candy boiling between what's burning off the sides of the barrel stove out there, or what's the final cooking process here. It is just such a sweet smell. I love it, guys. This is my favorite harvesting season, mainly because the garden, you end up, you know, it takes a lot more work. But this is a lot of people don't think it's very rewarding to do this, because you don't get very much syrup out of the sap, but it's very rewarding because, I mean, you don't get that much, but you don't use that much syrup either. So, you know, it's a nice treat that you get right from your trees. You want to do as much of your cooking outside as absolutely possible. I didn't notice a stickiness on the cupboards, but I did notice a film from doing it indoors last year. So I wouldn't recommend doing this indoors. I've heard a lot of other YouTubers say that it'll make your cupboards sticky and all that stuff. Well, I don't know how much they were cooking, but I made about 10 gallons last year, 7 to 10 gallons. And it wasn't sticky, but I did notice a film. So this year I'm doing everything outside. We're at about 210. We're looking at 220 and 219 is about the temp that we want to pull this. The hotter you go, the thicker it's going to be. You go much higher than 220, you're going to end up with taffy. This smells so good, guys. I don't think my thermometer's reading accurately. Because this stuff looks like syrup. Bring it over here. Look at that. I'm gonna cook it on low for a little bit longer, but I think she's about done. Spilling it. Maybe I don't need another jar. Hot, hot, hot. Well guys, I'd like to thank you for watching Homesteading Northern Michigan. Some good looking syrup here. I ended up with 2.5 quarts. That seems to be the average for each run. We only got maybe a couple more weeks left of run time, but I'm gonna be pulling, I'm gonna be boiling. Well, you guys have a blessed day. Thanks for watching Homesteading Northern Michigan. Peace.